This is the new 3Tactix 3x Magnifier from Riton, and paired with a 1Tactix ARD red dot creates a potent and seamless combo, and we'll take a look at both of them together on this episode. Let me start with a quick unboxing, and then let's just see the contents of the box. This is the Riton 3Tactix 3x Magnifier, and this is their newest magnifier from Riton. It was designed in tandem to work in tandem with their ARD, their AR designed red dot, and this is one of the better magnifiers out on the market. It comes with a quick detach side flip mount here. It has a quick release, a locking quick release lever to get that onto your rail. And the base itself, the crossbar on the base is squared off to function as a recoil lug so that you don't have to worry about your optics shifting in position on your rail with a rounded lug or damaging the top of your Picatinny crossbars or ribs. And there's a button here at the base, and that unlocks your side flip, and it is spring loaded as well. So once you press that button, that magnifier flips out of the way. There are two screws at the bottom that you can unscrew, and should you want to change the orientation of the flip, right now it is flips to the right, but if you unscrew those two screws at the base and turn it around and reattach it, then you'll have it flipping to the left, your choice. Though I wonder at the position of the button itself. The hinge looks like it could inadvertently block activation. Maybe that's a positive, maybe that's a negative. Let me know in the comments what you think in terms of its positioning. I would have preferred having it a little bit further forward, I believe, because that would position it, if you had it flipped to just ahead of your screw there. But aside from the base, the actual magnifier itself is nicely designed. It is relatively lightweight for 3 power, and I like the fact that your turrets, your adjustment turrets, are guarded. They have these raised areas of the body here to protect the turret itself from getting banged up as you're running it against a barricade, from recoil against a wall, bumping around, whatnot. And these adjustments are to adjust the position of the dot that's being magnified by your optic, your red dot in the front, and make sure that the image that you're seeing through the magnifier is lined up roughly to the center of your field of view. Now, one of the nicer things about this particular magnifier is just how thin the body is around here. Usually with a lot of other magnifiers, there's a lot more metal around it, more of a frame around your lens, and the diopter itself turns smoothly. But one of the advantages of having a very thin frame around the lens is that when you're looking through this at the correct eye relief, your image basically blocks out the rest of the body, and it's almost like the body is invisible and you're looking just through the magnified image. But we'll take a look at that outdoors and see how it performs, and we'll mount it up with an ARD next. Before we get started with the test, I'd just like to take a quick break here to talk about this episode's sponsor, Aura. For the cost of just a VPN, I'm getting a whole suite of security services, including $1 million in identity theft insurance, and they're even removing me from those damn data broker listings. Use my link, aura.com/moondog, and you can try them for 14 days, free. And if you use that link, you're helping to support this channel. Identity fraud is a real thing, and with AI, it's all too easy to spoof your identity. That's why you should try out Aura. All right, let's get back to the tests. I mounted the magnifier on my Heckler & Koch G36 and paired it with a Riton 1Tactix ARD red dot. Because of the G36's fixed length stock and fixed rear sights, I wasn't able to position the magnifier as far back as I would have liked to get eye relief for my particular length of pull. Because of this, I found during live fire testing I had to choke up on the stock a bit more than I would have liked to.
Optically, it offered a bright, clean side picture, and the side flip mount was reliable, though the button took a little getting used to. And this is what it looks like from the shooter's point of view, with our targets 50 yards away. Now, with the magnifier in place, we can see those targets quite clearly. And with the naked eye, you see even far less of the tube frame. And if I can find that button, boom, it's out of the way, and you're looking straight through the red dot.
I'd like to thank Riton for sending out the 3Tactix 3x magnifier for me to test out. And I'll be upfront here, I'm not a big fan of magnifier red dot combos in general. I much prefer LPVOs, but if I had to run a 3x magnifier, this would be it, because it is very compact in size and relatively light in weight. The quick release mount here is excellent. It has a locking quick release. The only thing I would have to say I didn't quite like about it is the placement of the release latch for the side flip. It is right on top of the latch hinge, which kind of gets in the way when I was trying to press it with my thumb. I thought it would, and in my testing it did. Of course, you can get around that by, just practicing to press a little bit further higher up. And this design might not necessarily be a fault. It might have actually been an intention. By having it placed over here, it does protect the quick release button from accidentally getting pressed when you're banging up your rifle against a barricade or a wall. So yeah, there's some thought behind the placement, though personally I think they could have gotten around the accidental pressing issue if they would have placed the quick release at the front or at the back of the plate itself. But that's a suggestion on my part. This is certainly not a deal breaker. Like, again, as I said, you could get around that by simply just practicing, just muscle memory of where the button is and how it feels against even with a gloved hand. What I really like about this particular magnifier is just the relative size, the thinness of the tube itself, and the generously large size of the rear lens and the eyepiece. Because when you're looking through this with your naked eye, you basically don't see the body, the tube of the magnifier itself. You're just seeing the magnified image through here. So it's a very clean image that gives you the maximum amount of field of view. So this is a really nice design, and if you're interested in picking one up, I've included product links as well as more information in my full written review at moondogindustries.com. You'll find a link to that article in this video's description, and if you use those links, you're helping to support this channel. And of course, you can always help by simply hitting the like button and the subscribe button and notification bell buttons. It doesn't cost anything to be a subscriber to my channel, so I appreciate you taking the time to press those buttons as well as taking the time to watch this video. God bless. Moondog out. Hey, I'd like to know what you thought of this video. Leave me a comment or chat with me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, MeWe, Instagram, or Locals. And if you want to see all of my videos, go to moondogindustries.com.